Dubai is a place where dreams soar and imaginations run wild. Or let's call it the land where there exists no line between reality and the extraordinary. Yep, this city of excesses showcases a dazzling blend of the opulent, the audacious, and the utterly mind-boggling. Let's be real, the reason behind the glitz and glamour is pretty straightforward. The people in Dubai are extremely rich, which makes the city nothing short of a wonderland. Welcome to Dubai, where the exceptional is just another day. From ski resorts in the desert to flying cars, this city of extremes never disappoints. In fact, here, the only limit is your imagination. So if you wish to be swept off your feet, let's dive in to experience the 10 outrageous things that exist only in this ever so remarkable city. 10. Abandoned supercars in Dubai. It's no secret that having boundless riches grants you super crazy privileges. But who knew it would take into account for getting a whole fleet of fancy cars scattered across airports and parking lots? Believe it or not, this phenomenon has reached Dubai, and we can't help but scratch our heads over it. Well, let's take a moment to imagine luxury vehicles basking under the sun, waiting for their owners who have somehow managed to lose them. Dang, it's like a grand game of hide and seek, but for the ultra rich, who don't even have to count their money to keep track of their spending. The truth is, between 2,000 and 3,000 lavish cars are abandoned every single year. Doesn't that sound like a real epidemic of absent-mindedness? We bet. Imagine strolling through a car park and spotting a magnificent sports car, only to find out that it's collecting dust, with no one to take it for a spin. Let's admit, this is a sight that defies logic and boggles the mind. But here's what's more mind-boggling. Some of these abandoned treasures are discovered wilting at airports as if they've decided to take a solo trip without their owners. It's like a real-life treasure hunt for car enthusiasts trying to track down their lost wheels. And oh, it's cooler than you think. Number 9. Exotic pets in Dubai. You know, it's time to take a step into the world of Dubai when the pursuit of extravagance takes an unexpected twist. Owning exotic pets becomes a symbol of status. Well, that's just as true as it gets, because among the money and wealth, the elite showcase their affluence with unusual companions. And trust me, we're not just talking about fluffy lapdogs here. In fact, the ultra-rich took pride in taking a pet tiger for a leisurely walk on the stunning beaches. You heard that right. Of course, handling these majestic creatures requires expertise, so professional tiger walkers are hired to ensure safety and maintain the fancy pretense. However, it wasn't long before reason prevailed, and the era of big cats as pets came to an end. In 2017, the UAE wisely deemed it illegal to own such majestic creatures as private companions. Sure, it might have been an era of thrill and audacity, but it finally raised concerns about the responsibility and welfare of the wild animals. 8. Gold vending machines. Remember the frequent midnight craving for gold? We've all been there, right? But hey, Abu Dhabi has a solution that's crazier than a dream. Imagine, it's the dead of night and all jewelers have shut their doors, leaving you in desperate need of some shining gold. That's when Abu Dhabi comes in to save the day with a vending machine that dispenses none other than actual 24-karat gold bars and coins. Just in case you're curious, the flashy solution lies in the lobby of the Emirates Palace Hotel, the epitome of luxury. Need a 1-gram shimmering gold coin? Or perhaps a heavier 10-gram gold bar to satisfy your desire for opulence? Whatever your heart desires, this fantastical machine has got you covered. And as you would have guessed already, this vending machine is truly one of a kind, or the world's first of its kind to be exact. Standing tall at about 6 feet, this extraordinary machine can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. If that doesn't explain just how the affluent people of Dubai live, we don't know what does. Number 7. Air-conditioned bus stops. Let's be real, Dubai is nothing short of heaven for car enthusiasts, where flaunting your wealth through the wheels you drive is practically a sight to behold. But just in case you wish to leave your Lamborghini or Land Rover home someday, don't fear catching the bus. Because honestly, the bus shelters here are just as opulent as the land itself. In fact, Dubai takes the comfort of these shelters to a whole new level. Thanks to the air-conditioned bus shelters that have graced this city since 2007, you can now wait for your ride in air-cooled comfort. With over 636 fully equipped, cool bus stops scattered across the land, public transport users can rest assured that their commutes won't involve any sweat-inducing heat waves. Well, that's just a little touch of extravagance that reminds the world that Dubai, even everyday experiences, are escalated to a lavish level. So hey, the next time you come to Dubai, don't let the desert stop you from your entertainment, because obviously your bus journey will be a breeze in these air-conditioned shelters. Number 6. The world's highest tennis court. If you're a tennis enthusiast, Dubai has a thrilling treat in store for you. It's time to walk you through an astounding experience high in the sky, where the old grass helipad of the iconic Burj Al Arab Hotel has been evolved into a tennis court like no other. But that's just the beginning. Now imagine you're standing 650 feet above the ground, just around the breathtaking views of Dubai's skyline, and twirling your tennis racket like a champion. It's a real-life challenge, not just for the players, but all those who dare to go beyond the court's boundaries. What's even more interesting to note is that the sky-high tennis court has attracted the attention of tennis legends like Roger Federer and Andre Agassi. Yep, they couldn't resist the thrill of playing on top of the world, and it's their presence that has further strengthened this gravity-defying tennis court's place in the guidebooks. It all makes sense why wealthy thrill seekers and sports enthusiasts from all over the globe come flocking here when they can. Dubai sounds like a land that's too good to be true, right? But hang on, for what's coming ahead will surely blow your mind like you've never seen before. But before we jump right in, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop for all the surprises coming your way. Number 5. Diamond and golden cars. Remember, Dubai is the land of rich people, and nothing perfectly puts this into action than cars made of solid gold and decorated with precious jewels. Before curiosity lets your brain wander, it was the true opportunist, Robert Gulpin, who proposed the creation of a Lamborghini Aventador LP704, the 25-inch-long masterpiece made entirely of gold. And here's the catch. This tiny golden wonder would cost $7.5 million before it was even made, and that's a whopping 16 times more than the expensive full-sized version. Yep, you heard that right. But the shocker is, this masterpiece wasn't made to drive. It's just there, standing as the true work of art. And oh boy, his little wonder has become a star in its own right. Number 4. The Museum of the Future. This place is set to be the ultimate example of modernity, offering immense journeys into the endless possibilities of our world and beyond. Yep, we're talking about none other than the Museum of the Future in Dubai, which a glimpse into a shiny new future all under one roof. This futuristic wonderland promises to be more than just your regular museum. Once you step here, you're in for a mesmerizing mix of theater-themed exhibits, interactive displays, and mind-boggling indulgences. It's like stepping into a sci-fi movie where there's no limit to the innovation you'll witness. And of course, it's Dubai we're talking about, a city where everything is bigger, brighter, and bolder. So naturally, the Museum of the Future is set to be the grandest and shiniest version of a museum that you could ever imagine. Number 3. The first flying car in Dubai. And if the museum weren't enough, Dubai has more in store for you. Yep, they've unveiled the first ever flying car. And before you think it's a mere fantasy, this driverless pod is all set to revolutionize transportation in the UAE. These futuristic flying pods are already in development, and they've been taking test flights for a while now. And in no time, they're expected to be ready for general takeoff, making the world swoon over. But hey, with everyone up in the air, there might be a need to sort out the stay-in-your-lane situation first. Until then, we'd suggest you keep your feet firmly on the ground, especially with the speeding supercars that rule all over Dubai's streets. It's just the city's way of showing their extravagant lifestyle, which is only going to get better. Number 2. Dubai Miracle Garden. And here's the Disneyland of Dubai. But here, the rides replace some seriously stunning flowers. In fact, it's made entirely of flowers, or they call it a blooming oasis in the middle of a desert. The name Dubai Miracle Garden completely makes sense now, doesn't it? But here's a word for you. If you're allergy afflicted, make sure you're staying miles away, as this floral wonderland can quickly turn into a sneeze fest. Ever since its opening on Valentine's Day in 2013, the Dubai Miracle Garden has been attracting around 1.5 million visitors every year. No wonder it holds the title of the world's largest natural flower garden, carrying over 60 million flowers blooming at any given moment. Gotta say it, this floral wonderland is surely on the top of the list of the most fruitful investments ever made in Dubai. Number 1. Amphibious car. Back in 2014, Dubai's Crown Prince made headlines with his epic shopping and lavish spending. But guess what? He wasn't buying the usual luxury cars. Nope, he went for something straight out of a James Bond movie. 6 high-speed amphibious cars, later called Python. These were cars designed by a California-based company called Watercar, owned by the Guinness World Record holder Dave March. And here's the kicker. The Python was no ordinary car. It was the fastest amphibious car at the time, reaching 60 miles per hour on water. All credits to its 450 horsepower Corvette engine. This car was a masterpiece of engineering, and it earned Dave March the recognition he deserved in the Guinness Book of World Records. Now let's talk about the price. A cool $135,000 per car. Quite a deal considering it's a car that drives on both land and water. One can't help but wonder if the Crown Prince got a discount for buying 6 altogether. But all things aside, it was a wonderful spend that the world still drools over to this day. Which of these things do you think best showcased how Dubai's rich people spend their crazy wealth? Do let us know. And if there's anything more interesting, that's clicking on our next video for the other surprises that are ready to come your way.